Damn, I wish I brought my
Happy Halloween, bitches. That's right, dude. You're never gonna take us alive, you fucking coppers. What's going on, you guys? UFO Proof here. We're here with my boy Ben, and it is Halloween, so we expect you guys to be dressed up in your most kick-ass fucking costume, dude. All right. Now, I will go and put the link in the comment section below on YouTube if you want to come and join us. Hopefully, you look as awesome as we do, or as at least me. All right. So let me throw up the link here in the comment section on YouTube. And let's see here. It's kind of a pain with these fucking gloves on, dude. What up, Sergeant Shill? Jason, how you guys doing? Sean, how you doing, brother? Booyah. There is the link. Please come, feel free to come and join us. And again, like I said, it is Halloween, so you guys get to pick the topic today of whatever we're discussing. Any scary UFO stories, scary ghost encounters, I don't give a shit. You guys are free to tell. So I guess we'll start it off. Let's tell a scary UFO incident, all right? And I'll talk about, it's a case that happened in the 1970s, and it's the Pensacola UFO abduction. And I always thought that this one was super scary. Let me pop out the chats real quick. That's so cool. All right, now I got the chats popped out, so I can see them. Who we got on that? Sergeant Show? What up, buddy?
Happy Are you Halloween. Sure it's really me?
All right. So, what up, Jack the Stripper? How you doing, buddy? What up, James? What's going on, man? Happy Halloween.
Hey, Gyro 420.
What's going on, Gyro? Doing good?
I talk in the chat, but I can only monitor it. I can't type on that other phone.
Oh, that's okay, man. No worries, brother. All right, so feel free to come and join in, you guys. So I'm going to tell a UFO encounter that I always thought was pretty freaky. So there's two gentlemen. They were going on a fishing trip. One was about 17. The other guy was about 40. All right. And they went down to the dock, and as they're fishing, they see this ball of light. Well, it's actually not just a ball; it's a football of light. All right, it's like the exact shape of a football, and at the end, it has two blue dots like glowing on it. And the glowing football of light comes right up to him. And these doors kind of open these like grocery store doors, you know, kind of like slide open, made of light, you know. What up, Jack? Awesome costume, brother.
It's me, Rich McSellout.
Rich McSellout. That's one of my characters.
What's up, yo?
So anyway, so the two guys are sitting there, and this football of light, this UFO comes flying up to them, and it has the doors open up, and these beings come out of it, and they're completely frozen. Two guys are like frozen, like, oh my god, you know. And the older guy, he looks over at the younger guy, the teenager, and the dude's sitting there with his mouth wide open, just like stuck, like totally scared out of his mind. All right. And these beings come down, and they look like they have like elephants, like this gray, thick, like elephant skin. It's kind of like wrinkly, and they don't have hands. They have like giant, like lobster claws. All right. And they came down and they hooked the gentleman's arms, and they float up, and they float them into the craft. And while they're in the craft, yeah, they're scared out of their mind now. All right. Now, while they're in the craft, this crystal, like this thing, hang on, this thing comes out of the wall, and it comes over them, and it starts like scanning in front of them, and it goes down, scans all the way down, then goes between the guy's legs, and then comes around from his back, and then up over his head, and back in front of his face again, and then disappears back into the wall, and then the beings pick them back up, and take them, and float them back outside, and sit them down, like sit them back where they were. And he looks back over at the kid as they're setting him down, and the kid's still stuck there with his mouth open, like basically in the same position. And then the beings they float back into the craft, the door's closed, and the football starts to float away until it gets around the bend of the lake, and then it takes off. And as soon as it goes away, he was like, what the hell was that? And he looks over at his friend, the 17-year-old kid, and the kid starts screaming, this blood-curdling scream that scared him more than the encounter. The kid screamed so bad that it scared the shit out of him, and he wouldn't stop screaming until the ambulance came. So he went and he calls the police, calls the ambulance. They come and they pick him up, and the kid just won't stop screaming. He's screaming like he's like about to be killed, And then they take him to the hospital, and they finally get him to calm down and stop screaming. Or they take him to the police station, and because nothing physically actually happened to him. And so they go to the police station, and they tell him what happened. The guys are thinking, all right, that they tested clean for drugs, and they said, okay, maybe they're drunk. They tested clean for alcohol. In fact, the other guy had been sober for 30 years at that point, or something, or 20 years. He was totally against alcohol. And they left the room, told them the story, and the cops are like, this is insane. These guys are out of their mind. They're lying. And they leave the room, and as soon as the cops leave, the guys start talking, and they think everyone's gone. And you think that's when they're going to start talking about how, we're going to get busted, or this is a hoax, or whatever the fuck. When they keep going, they're like, I can't believe what that was. They're like, it wasn't from Earth, They're like, what? And they're talking to each other, and that's what was so scary, is that these guys were, just there was no one around, and they're still, why would they be perpetrating something they know to be a lie and sit there and talk as if it was real? And I mean, they were scared out of their minds. Believe us, they're like, I think this is a bad idea, coming and tell them. They're like, no one's going to help us. They're like, who do we call? They're like, what were these things? They just came and picked us up. They're like, what were they? Like, they're going off about how they're not from, they can't be from Earth, man. What were? And he's like, I don't know. I think they were devils, Even, think of like alien. They're just like, I think they were devils, I mean, like, that's how scary it was for these guys. And it's one of the cases that I really find to be credible. Not much evidence to go on other than witness testimony, but these guys were very adamant about their experience. And in fact, they did pass lie detectors several different times by several different prominent people, So, I mean, I just think that's just one of the scariest stories I've heard for ufology, for, like a UFO coming in and taking someone away with these gray elephant skinned monsters with hook arms, and it seemed like they had their ears pointed out in like a little spike, and that their nose pointed out in a big spike, and they had no mouth or no eyes, And I mean, like, it's fucking, oh, no cousin, that's scary, dude. All right, so to tell one now. None of you guys have one. That's fine. Let's go to the comment section on YouTube and see what they say. It's weird, dude. These glasses like fog up for some reason.
Yeah, that's why I'm not wearing mine. Otherwise, I would have mine on. They fog up.
Yeah.
But when I was deployed, I had Oakley half jackets, and they won't fog up.
Like these ones like suction to your face somehow and like start to actually fog up. Like, it's weird, dude. It's
if you cut a little slit underneath your nose, that'll go away.
Yeah. But it's like, even if I'm breathing like this, they fog up.
Yeah, we used to cut a slit, or you'd wear like Oakley half jackets, and if you wore Oakley half jackets, you didn't run into that problem.
It's weird because these ones, like, they do it either which way, whether you It's weird trying to go backwards.
And if you breathe through your
Alright.
mouth, it'll be a bit easier too, because you push the air directly out versus like through the ambient push by your nose. Typically, that will raise up in fog. These are just little tricks. You blow down when you blow out.
It's like it's weird because it's not actually coming from my nose or my mouth. It's like the heat in my in the glasses themselves or something. Because even if I have no mask on, if I'm like this, it still they'll fog up. Yeah, they're freaking weird, dude.
It's better if you have burlap.
Yeah, anything that disperses. It's sort of like a NOx filter.
I'll have to take you all out.
Hey, to that story, you were saying these creatures, if I understood correctly, they just had long, pointy noses, no eyes, and no ears or mouth.
No, they had like these protrusions that look like how do you describe them? They look like a carrot coming off of their nose and their ears, like these long spiked protrusions, you know.
So they weren't necessarily a nose and ears. They could have been like sensory input, or it just resembled that of a head, a face. You know, that pareidolia filled in. Like, hey, that must be the head, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting, man. That's interesting.
You know?
Were they bipedal or were they just these balls?
No, they were bipedal. They looked like they had legs and a torso and a head and
how about digits on their fingers? Did they have digits? I know I'm asking a lot of details. I just never heard the story before. That's why.
No, it's fine. They have hang on. They had I know it's weird doing it backwards in the mirror. Oh, that's why.
yeah.
Mirror it. There we go. They didn't have digits. They had like long claws, like lobster claws.
Oh, so literally like a pincer.
Yeah, like pincers.
Okay, that makes sense.
They're like
man. I can't smoke with a mask on.
Were you talking about that Missouri case?
Cuss, dude. Hey, man, I'm gonna throw you out of here if you cuss again, dude.
Who, me? I didn't cuss.
Not you.
Ow!
Gyro 420.
Dude.
That wasn't me. That was Sergeant.
I didn't hear him cuss.
I don't know. It might very well have been me. I don't recall, but it could have been.
Robert, come on. You know better than everybody else.
Well, I know, but like I said, I don't think I did, but I could have. I'm not going to say it's out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah,
but
I didn't hear him cuss, though.
We could. I didn't hear a cuss. So
yes, I heard a cuss most definitely. Don't forget this is recorded.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like the worst case, we could we go to replay. And then you see like
it's the replay.
You see my face zoom in. You know, get that replay. Oh, there you go. It was you.
Slow-mo.
His mouth was covered at the time.
You couldn't see yourself. All right, so what's going on in the comment section, dude? This dude, that's all I'm saying.
You ever light a cigarette the wrong way on accident?
Yeah.
What a horrible taste, isn't it?
There you go. Fiberglass.
That sucks.
Oh, I hate that crap. When I light my cigarette on the wrong end.
Yeah, and the taste stays. The taste stays in your mouth for a good minute. Dude. Yeah.
Gosh.
Nasty.
They had elephantitis. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
When you were talking about that story, I kind of missed the front end of it. You were you were talking about that Missouri case?
Yeah, I like that. Pensacola.
Pensacola. That's Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
Just clearing that up.
I always think of Pensacola being Florida.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought.
No, Pensacola.
Pensacola.
Yeah.
It was two guys.
Pensacola.
Okay.
And they floated out. They didn't walk. They floated.
Correct. Yes, that's it. That's the story.
It's like they. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I heard of it. All right, proceed with the chat.
For some reason, because of that kid screaming for. Oh, don't smoke on camera. Yeah, good job. Me, I'm talking. Right.
Yeah. We Cub Scout proof now.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Dry
That's
leaf tobacco, people. So
That's all. That's it.
Yeah, don't cuss in the comment section.
Orchestrated madness got you there. That's a lifestyle choice for Kyle, smoking cigs backwards.
Right? Let me flip this around. Boom. Why do they mirror that? Why do they have to have that mirrored? Why can't they just have it the right way in the first place? You know?
I found that really odd that
tag.
you have to mirror yourself in order for it to read right. That's strange. I wonder if that's just a bug. I wonder if it's a bug.
It's an idiot making the app, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, it's like whoever designed that app, you know, the Google Hangout Toolbox is like, he's like, oh man, we messed it up. We did it backwards. All right, just put a mirror button in there and we'll just flip it around, dude. You know? Yeah, let's try to avoid cussing in the comment section. Not that it should matter. I don't think it should. But let's just go ahead and attempt to not do that.
I just think it's horrible that Joe Rogan and them get to cuss all day long because they're so darn popular. But it's just it sucks that Rogan and those are so darn popular they can say everything they want. They can cuss the whole sentence.
Who are you talking about?
And Joe Rogan and those.
Oh yeah. But
and now they're after us because the controversial content or whatnot. It's not controversial to us. It's intelligent to us. But
yeah.
YouTube is.
When you have that many subscribers that you know Joe has,
yeah,
and none of those channels are Joe Rogan's channels. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of those are his channel. Those are people just copying his channel, like copying his stuff and then putting it up there, you know. And just,
except for JRE, like the original channel.
Yeah, JRE's
his channel. His is a podcast.
Yeah,
and I think one channel is his. You know.
Yeah,
and there are no other channels that are his. And everyone just copies his stuff and puts it up there, you know. But
he does have a clip channel too, though.
So it's not really about it. He don't really care about YouTube, you know, because his stuff comes off his podcast, you know. So it's like YouTube's like, you know, he's like, he don't care if, you know, they're not, you know, he's making money, period. You know.
I heard he was making over 25
views a week or something, dude.
I heard he made over like 25 an episode, man. Like, you know, anywhere from 25 to 60,000 per episode. That's what I heard.
Oh,
I wouldn't doubt it.
If it's true, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I believe it. Absolutely. You know.
That's a lot of cha-ching. That's a lot of coin.
Dude, he's super popular, man. And I like his shows, dude, because like he's always doing like fringe stuff, you know. But then like when he talks about stuff that he knows, he's really smart. Like you know, when he talks about MMA, he knows everything. You know, there's nothing about MMA he doesn't know. Like he's got that down, dude. And so I think his shows are just really entertaining. Plus, Joe is a comedian. So he's a professional comedian. So when he's, you know, up there telling a story, he knows how to make something entertaining and how to make it funny, you know, as opposed to a lot of other people who are really just attempting or trying to be funny, you know, but they're not, you know, you got to be like born with it. And even though he's not usually making jokes on his channel, he's not making jokes like he's on stage or anything like that. He just has a way of presenting stuff that's just cool. Like, you know, he just has that mindset. Yeah, his timing's real good. He's just got that mindset of what's entertaining, what people want to see, you know. And so that's why his shows are so good, man.
He's a great interviewer too. He does have good interviews. He'll get after it,
dude. You know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he'll drill down on his people.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, crack's a hell of a drug. What up, Finian? Open up. Gotta say, Kyle does look cool tonight. Yes, I do, man.
That's right. Got the mouse bag.
He's got the clear eye for the Mohawk guy.
Right? Who's Richard Kolinsky? Is that the Unabomber? No. That's
Kaczynski.
That's Richard Kaczynski.
Yeah, who's that?
Kaczynski's
the Unabomber.
Oh, the Unabomber. Okay, yeah, right.
That's Ted Kaczynski.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
it.
So who's Richard? Oh, who the hell
Got
is
me.
Richard? What
Got
up,
madness
Orchestrator
on here.
Madness? What are you wearing?
Yeah.
Hey.
There we
Yeah,
go.
dude. Awesome, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that supposed to be?
Deathstroke.
Hey,
Looks like-
do you got white paint on your face too, Kyle, or you just bleached out from the light?
It just leached out from the light. Didn't you see this morning show?
Okay.
I'm freaking blind, dude. I cannot see crap. You know?
But no,
Right?
even the light bleaching is
That's
really in good line. You know what I mean? It looks like it's painted. It's like good straight edges and.
Oh, right. I know it does. It looks like it's painted. Boom, there goes the paint. But now you can't see the badass guns and stuff, dude. You know, which make it awesome. You know, which really sells it. You know, I think I'm going to kill someone tonight. Oh, dude.
I didn't hear a thing.
Get out of my way. Listen here, yellow motherfucker.
Let's try and keep ourselves on mute.
Yeah, can you throw yourselves
Okay.
on mute if you're not talking?
It's Deathstroke.
Yeah, that's what Ben called it over here, dude. Oh, he's a mob hitman. Oh, is that the Iceman?
Yeah, the Iceman Kaczynski. I think his name is Kaczynski, Richard Kaczynski, or
Kolinsky.
Kowalski or something. I think it was a Polish name. Somebody look it up on Google. It takes 2 seconds.
Hang on, Mark is hitting me up. He's calling me. I don't know where he is. Missed call. I'm trying to call Mark back. Let's see what's going on with him. Yeah, someone look that up. Go ahead, look that up, man. There. Oh, nope. All right. So maybe he was a butt dial. We get that from time to time. All right. So yeah, it was Mob Hitman. Paul saying yes. Oh, so he was the Iceman. Oh, all right, cool, dude. Here, you know what? I'll look that up so I can throw it up.
It's
on
Richard Kolkinski. That's Kuklinski. Right here. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera.
1935 to March 2005. American contract killer, serial killer, convicted of murdering 200 people or more. So I'm talking about.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude. You know, here I'm gonna throw up a thing online so I can see it. Yeah, the Iceman. See, I knew it, dude. That's right.
I do kind of like to see it.
Ha, a little bit, dude. Oh my god, look at this, dude. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man. Here, let me show this, you guys. Here, let me get let me share my screen. Hang on, you guys. Okay, everyone here, check this out, dude. Yeah, his first murder was 14, and then he like just drive by a dude and like shoot him in the head with a shotgun. He said his head popped like a freaking pumpkin.
He said in an interview his favorite way was using poisons, like sneezing a poison on somebody's food or exposing them to some real severe poison. That's what he
Oh
had.
my God.
Yeah, that was his favorite method, he said.
And then he'd freeze them to obscure the time of death.
Yeah, dude. Are you guys? Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
this is the Iceman. This dude was sick as hell, dude. And I guess he killed all kinds of people. What is this?
There was one story he talked about a guy that he was about to whack. And the guy was begging for his life, praying and everything, begging and praying. And he said to him, he says, I'll tell you what. He says, I'm going to give you 30 minutes before I kill you. And if God comes down and saves you,
Stop that.
well, then he saves you. If not,
hang on 1 second. Hang on a second. I got to get him to stop this. Hang on. A commercial popped up on the thing. So go ahead. Say it. Start from the beginning. Say it again.
during the Iceman interviews, he said there was a guy that he was going to kill. And the guy was, pleading for his life, begging God, save me, please, God, this. So he said, you know what? I'll give you half an hour or 30 minutes. I can't remember what he said. But and if God saves you, well, then you're fine. If not, well, we all know what's going to happen, basically. And fucking whacked him, dude. Fucking let him hang around for 30 minutes and just whacked him.
Oh my God, dude. I heard that he blew some dudes. Well, I heard also that he had hang on. Let me just share.
Happy Halloween.
The guy's head that you're referring to that popped, that story, that was his first hit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're just talking about. He was saying because he committed his first murder when he was 14. So maybe that was his first hit, not his first murder. What is that? All right.
Yeah, his first murder, he beat a local bully to death, then disposed of the body by removing identifying markers.
Yeah.
What? Really?
But his first hit, that's when he shot the dude. I think it was in a car, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think the dude, he was in a car. He was, and then the dude was riding by on a motorcycle, and he pulled out a shotgun. Boom! Blew his head to pieces, dude. He said it popped like a pumpkin, like it exploded. What up, Mark?
Is he the one who's...
Good night. Happy Halloween, people.
Happy Halloween, buddy.
Ooh,
Is he the one who used to use rats for torture?
What's up?
The Iceman, didn't he used to use rats to torture people and shit?
No, I never heard that.
Yeah. He would tie people up and leave them to the rats. Leave them, let the rats eat them alive, dude. He did that.
When you even put him under a fucking metal bucket, kind of in Too Fast, Too Furious, and
dude, Orchestrated Madness, dude. Seriously, no cussing.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know all the details, but I do know he did like leave people to be eaten alive by rats. He'd tie them up or what have you. I don't know all the details behind it, but he did do that several times too.
Oh my God, that twisted freak, man. I mean, one dude who owed him money, who's his friend, owed him money, and he said that, and his friend was like, well, if anyone ever tried to, or the dude was like, I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to pay you later, and you're just going to deal with it. And he's like, all right. And he pulled out the gun and he shot him and he killed him. And then he opened up his jacket and took his money and counted how much money he owed him and took that. And then he threw the rest of the money back. And it's like, and the cops were stumped by that one because they're like, well, he didn't get robbed for money, because they're like, the guy threw the money back, but it's like, well, he did get robbed for money.
Well, he was a complete sociopath. He's the prime example of sociopath. That's the Men in Black at your door.
Oh, sorry, kids. We're all out. I'm live on.
They done shot his show.
Bye, guys. Some kids came to the door like, oh crap. I was like, oh, I gotta shut this gun. I had the gun. I probably shouldn't have answered the door like that. Yes.
Yeah.
With the gun in your hand?
I thought it was one of my homies, dude. I didn't think it was one of the kids. So I triggered dude, the treating is already over, dude.
Men in Black.
Jesus, dude. They probably, and then they saw him with the prison thing. They probably thought I broke out of, I just broke his ass out of prison, dude. Those poor little kids, man. That's no good. That's terrible, dude. Put my porch lights off. The rule is if the porch lights off, you don't go to the door. Damn it, dude. I'm gonna go blow one of these little kids away.
Better do it before they go get the cops.
Right? Yes. Okay, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the Iceman for some reason. Has nothing to do with UFOs, but I guess it's pretty scary. So any more scary stuff?
favorite method was a nasal spray bottle filled with cyanide.
You were right. Sergeant Schill, he said his favorite method was a
nasal spray bottle filled with cyanide.
You guys hear that? Nasal spray bottle filled with cyanide. How freaking twisted is that, dude?
Hey, some people are good at
That's the Unabomber.
No, that was no doubt pretty crazy.
Yeah, who else was crazy? Who scared me? Richard Speck was real scary. He is a serial killer, and he killed like 9 nurses. Yeah. And he's like just sat there and he raped them all night.
All the same night. Yeah.
You know, he kept raping them. I'm like, how many times can you go, dude? You know, I don't get it. I'm like, that's insane, man. You know, he would just rape them and kill them, rape them and kill them, rape them and kill them, dude.
You know, another couple of crazy bastards was that I can't remember the dude's name, and there was a Chinese guy named Ni or something like that. These two, they built an underground torture bunker, and they did some crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. It's just sickening. You know, the level at which that human mind can go, you know?
Right.
Like, man, you know, especially if it's a sexually based crime, you know what I mean? I just don't understand. Like, I wouldn't be able to get aroused from that, man. Like, to make a woman powerless and come on, man.
Yeah,
you know? I can't even wrap my mind around that.
Well, they see it as normal. We don't see it that way. They feel it's right, but
yes, Chuck Liddell called himself the Iceman, but it wasn't ice. It was they called him Iceman because before every show he would never get nervous. Before every fight, he never got nervous. They always said he was like cool as ice, like an ice cube. You know, he had like no emotion. Like normally when right before you fight, you go and throw up and shit like that. Oh crap! I keep cussing. Damn it! Sorry. You didn't catch that, YouTube. Hopefully I mumbled it.
Hey, Jax.
What up, Jax? Where's Jax at? Oh my God, he's terrifying. That's a cool looking costume. Check it out. What's going on, Jax? You got no sound, brother.
He looks like this hooker I picked up a couple weeks ago.
Huh? No, you're saying Kaczynski was the Unabomber. Yeah, we know Ted Kaczynski, but we're not talking about Ted Kaczynski. We're talking about Richard Kuklinski. Close.
A lot of Polak serial killers.
Right, dude? Poles don't care at all, dude.
If you want to see the most demented black movie, twisted, crazy movie, watch. I think you can get it on YouTube. It's called The Serbian Movie. I ain't gonna say any more, but it's this fucking twist. Oh, sorry. It is the most twisted. It's the most twisted thing you'll ever watch.
Really?
Yeah. Like in a weird way, bad way.
Yeah. I don't like watching scary movies and like twisted stuff like that. Like, I can't do it, dude. You know, I've seen too much bad stuff in my life, dude. I need nothing but good, funny stuff in my life now.
It's not like a sick horror movie. It's just really weird. You could do a quick research on it and see, and then decide for yourself. But I couldn't watch the whole thing. A Serbian movie.
A Serbian movie.
Yeah, or the Serbian movie.
So it's like realistic.
Human Centipede? No way, dude.
Oh, I've seen the Human Centipede.
I went to see it. I started watching a little bit of it, and then I found out what it was like really about, and I was like, "Oh no way, am I watching this, dude?" Because I only saw the DVD in the store. I never knew what it was about, so I was like, "Well, it sounds kind of cool, Human Centipede." So I'm like, "Let's just try it." And it was all in like Russian or Ukrainian or some German, whatever.
Got the trailer.
Okay, I want to take a look at this trailer real quick.
What's that trailer for?
The Serbian.
Oh yeah, dude.
Film.
Didn't those 3 black dudes do a skit of the Human Centipede? And I don't know, aren't they on YouTube or something like that? Or is it SNL or something? I don't know, but I remember it was hilarious. If you want funny and not messed up, you should watch that.
Orchestrated Madness.
I tried. I tried to catch myself. I did.
Hey, that preview you're watching, does it show the guy like with dirtyish blonde hair, just like over his shoulders in length.
We can't see it right. Yes, yes.
Okay. It's a whole dark underground side, dude.
Going, some dude kissing his family. He's laying with his wife. They're laughing. They're kissing. Oh, everything went red. Something big is about to happen. This looks like some hooker. Oh my God. A retired porn star.
Yeah, I dare you guys to watch this, man.
Insane director. Oh my God.
I'm sold. I want to see it.
What he did for a living. Oh. Oh. They're making him like commit snuff films.
You know it's bad if you hear Kyle just going, "Oh," but has his eyes fixated on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Me too, dude. I want to see it. Yeah, that it looks cool. It looks like they're trying to force him to make snuff films, you know. They're like, kill these women or we'll kill you, and have a good time doing it. 10 most controversial. Oh, that's a real controversial movie. Clockwork Orange, man.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Great.
You know, Jax, is your mic on yet?
Old movie too.
Yeah, like I said, man, that Serbian movie is twisted. That's the only way I could say it, but twisted beyond dark.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to finish.
I ain't gonna give no spoilers. But
yeah.
But yeah, man, don't watch it with your girl.
Yeah.
Don't watch it with anybody you know, man. They'll look at you in a whole different way after that.
Orchestrated and that is saying, God, it's so hard not to cuss. Damn the censorship, right? Scariest movie I've ever seen is A Nightmare on Netflix. What up, Smooth Virus?
Always saw a cool story about Lennon seeing a UFO.
What is that? Where'd you read that?
What, a UFO story? That'd be great.
Just a cool story about Lennon.
Oh, okay. Lennon seen a UFO. That's right. I heard about that. U.S. English Hada serial murderer. He killed over 250 people with injections. His patients. He was a doctor. Harold Shipman found guilty January 2000. He died 2004. Oh yeah, dude. I remember that guy. Like he would like this guy. Like he actually took like a coat hanger and bent it straight and shoved it up a guy's catheter, and went and killed him, dude. He said he's fucking immediate. Oh my God, I cussed again. He immediately bent up and started like vomiting blood everywhere. And you know, from the guy doing, oh my God, what a kill. He said all the blood ran down his back because the guy just leaned up and threw up on him. A bunch of blood. And it was just like, blah, onto his back, you know. And he's sitting there just jabbing him with the coat hanger right up his urethra. That's terrible, dude.
I think I'll stick with the Iceman.
Oh my God.
What a way to go.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. Joe Bordea, I guess. Is that Borda? Yeah, tobacco farm incident. What is that? Happy birthday, Satan.
Are you talking about the serial killer in Vancouver that had the pig farm?
That had the pig farm? I have no idea. Is someone else orchestrated madness? Is that who he's talking about? Is that who you're talking about?
No.
Okay, because he had a tobacco farm. I think part of the pig farm was, but that was another serial killer of prostitutes in Vancouver. And,
what did he do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he'd do them and film them and then fucking torture them.
Robert.
I know. I'm sorry. they then you would torture them and then you would feed them to the pigs.
Oh.
Or bury them, but usually fed them with the pigs.
It was a perfect
I guess-
crime.
Well, yeah, just like that was that movie Snatch or whatever, or is it Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels? One of them where they have the guy that's the pig farmer, the gangster, and he goes into describing, how long it takes to devour a human with X amount of pigs. It's crazy. He says you got to shave their hair first and pull all the teeth. That's not good for their digestive system, but once you do that, that body's ready to go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They'll eat your bones and everything. They're
Oh.
savage.
That'll make your eye water. John Lennon had several UFO experiences. Check it out. Uri Geller. He spoke to him about it allegedly. Oh, really?
Yeah,
All right, I'm done with this.
Oh, what is? Let me see this, dude.
Yeah, it might be too cold in Canada or a smooth virus. I'm saying, I think it might have been a tobacco farm partially, but I know for sure it was a pig farm. But it just, when he said tobacco farm, it rang that story in my mind for some reason.
Landing in a field of tobacco plants as well as okay, so check this out, you guys. This case is from Henry McKay, UFO Archives. It involves a UFO landing in a field of tobacco plants, as well as a greenish blue residue found at the site. The incident was investigated by pioneer physical trace ufologists. Oh, hang on. Hit the control again. Okay, let go. There we go. This case was, let me see. This incident was investigated by pioneer physical trace ufologist Henry McKay. The late Henry McKay was the first director of MUFON Canada and also investigated CUFOs, headed by Dr. J. Allen Hynek. NICAP, headed by Major Donald Kehoe. The guy was insane. And the U.S. Marines. APRO, headed by Jim and Coral Lorenzen, and many others. He also served in the Air Force. On Saturday, July 6, 1975, at approximately 4:30 or 5 p.m., a tobacco farmer by the name of Joe Borda observed a silver dome-shaped UFO in his field of tobacco plants in Mount Pleasant, Ontario, Canada. The object was approximately 400 yards away from where he was standing, and Borda assumed it was just a neighbor's stainless steel irrigation truck or tank. It was later reported that none of the neighbors had their work vehicles out that day. See, and there's showing us a drawing of it. It says, 2 days later, on July 8th, Borda found a circular-like depression approximately 20 and 30 feet in diameter of damaged tobacco plants at the spot where the object was seen 2 days earlier. Some of the leaves from the tobacco plants within the depression were burnt brown, and other tobacco plants within the depression were flattened, and some were found broken at the stem. A greenish-blue oily residue was also found among the damaged tobacco plants. Samples from the site were collected by the country's crown attorney, Charles Borda. He has the same name, who was also Joe Borda's brother. Oh, Charles handed the samples over to Brantford detachment of the OPP, Ontario Provincial Police, who in turn
Ontario Provincial Police.
Provincial. Thank you. I was like, what is that? Sent them to the Center of Forensic Sciences in Ontario for lab testing. By the time the pioneer ufologist Henry McKay arrived at the scene, every trace of the greenish blue residue was removed by police. Henry later contacted the Bradford detachment of the OPP to obtain the results of the lab tests conducted on the samples by forensic scientists. In a letter to Henry from the Bradford detachment of the OPP, dated August 12, 1975, it states they were informed by forensic science that the tobacco samples appear to have been struck by lightning. Not fully buying into the lightning explanation, Henry asked the Bradford detachment of the OPP for a copy of the forensic lab results. They told Henry he would need to contact the Center of Forensic Sciences. Henry tried relentlessly for over 10 years to get a copy of the forensic lab results from various Canadian government agencies who kept referring him back to and forth between agencies. Center of Forensic Sciences, the Canadian between agencies. Then they're naming the agencies: Center of Forensic Sciences, the Canadian Department of National Defense, the Office of the Premier, Ontario, the Attorney General, Ontario members of Parliament, and Solicitor General, and others. If this was just a simple case of tobacco plants struck by lightning, then surely there should have been no issue with releasing the report, especially considering that the property owner, Joe Borda, and the Crown Attorney Charles Borda, gave full permission to Henry to gain access to the report. Charles also tried on his own as Crown Attorney to get a copy of the forensic lab results, and not even he could gain access to the report. 40 years later, in 2015, ufologist Bob Mitchell, a well-respected retired Toronto Star journalist and executive for MUFON Canada, attempted to carry the torch for Henry's quest of obtaining a copy of the lab results after Henry passed away. Mitchell contacted the Forensic Science Center in Toronto, the OPP, the Canadian National Research Council, the RCMP. According to Mitchell, none of them had information about the incident ever happening. Fortunately, the Henry McKay UFO Archives has a letter dated August 12, 1975 from the local police indicating that yes, indeed, the Borda samples were analyzed by forensic scientists. A digitalized copy of this letter, along with another letter and a sketch by Borda, have been released to Black Vault. If anybody can provide any further information on this case, please contact the Henry McKay UFO Archives. Oh, that's cool. That's what should be noted according to the book title, Gateway to Oblivion.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Do they mention anything on that report of those UFOs of them being silver and sucking water from retention ponds or anything? Because there's another incident in Canada where that happened. It was a farmer as well. So I don't know if that's the same story, if I'm confusing the two.
No, it says nothing of, it really, I mean, it just says that he saw what looked like a silvery disc on the ground. And then he found this depression. Okay. And I'm just saying that he's like, well, the neighbors, none of them claimed to have their truck out or whatever, because that's what he thought it was at first. So why did days later he think it was a UFO? How does that make any sense that that would be the case? He's like, oh, I thought it was my neighbor's truck. And then all of a sudden now, no, you know what? I believe it's a UFO.
Because he knew what he was seeing. He didn't want to believe it. There's a lot more to the story than what you read. Like, the investigators go out and they go out to the field.
You got to lower the gain in your mic. You're coming through all distorted.
All right. Yeah, they go out to the field with the investigators, and they have some weird occurrences happen while they're out there. Like, they start hearing like a rustle.
We're talking about the case, though. Like the individual, the guy's story, not what happened to someone else. Like
no, it is.
Sounds like. Go ahead.
It relates to that because it's him with the investigators out there in the field, and he's like, hell no, I'm taking off. I'm getting out of here. You guys can stay out here. And a couple minutes later, they're running for the truck, and there's a lot of facts that are actually left out because.
Yeah, but
he said that he knew what he was seeing, but he just didn't want to believe it.
Wait, so he's saying he knew what? Well, I thought you were telling me that something else happened that was like something else that was crazy that had to relate to the first incident.
Well, yeah. No, the first part being that he knew what he was seeing when he saw the silver tanker truck or whatever. He just didn't want to admit it to himself because he didn't want to think himself or that he was crazy. And then later on, him and those investigators went out at night. The weird occurrences happened out there in the field.
What was these weird occurrences? What happened?
Like, they were out there and they started hearing a weird noise. And then there was, I guess, maybe like a tree line or some kind of field line, or the tobacco plants, and they heard like rustling going through them or some kind of weird noise, and they just couldn't explain it. And then there's just a few more facts, but my memory is failing me.
There you go. Yeah, someone's trying to call me. Hey, I saw your message, baby. I'm on live right now. Oh, dude, she butt dialed me. Ah, ha, ha. That was awesome. Sorry, my girlfriend butt dialed me. I ain't gotta go pick her up until 9:30. So sweet, you know. Anyway, you know, I'm just saying this. Okay, so he, you know, even if he knew it was
Hello.
you know, he's like, oh, I think it was a UFO, but you know, I mean, you know, he goes there 2 days later or whatever, and then you know sees the weird depression in the ground. You know, like none of those stories, like none of that stuff adds up to be a UFO. You never saw anything flying. You know, they probably don't have the report because they probably lost it because it don't mean anything. I mean, you know, so there's a depression in the ground. Well, who knows, dude? I mean, a truck could have wrecked there. Maybe that's what he saw. You know, a truck flipped over and wrecked. And, you know, I mean, like, you know, it doesn't, nothing about that story seems like a interesting UFO case that can't be explained by normal everyday occurrences, you know?
Well,
Like I said, there's a lot more to it. I'm not trying to promote like any other YouTuber or anything, but you should go check out Beyond Creepy, and he has a full, like he did his research and everything, and he does a pretty good layout of the whole case and the stuff that, you know, that the reading left out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it just doesn't even sound like an interesting case, man, you know? I mean, I don't know what sounds so like, you know, it's just like, if you look at the main facts of it, like a big object was seen on the ground and then he didn't see it land and he didn't see it fly away. So what makes him believe that that was a UFO? Did he see an alien pop out of it or something? I mean, like, what did he see? You know, the only thing that he's going on is that his neighbors, none of them said that they had their water truck out, which looks eerily similar to this craft.
It was a sausage.
Well, and that's the thing, where he was at, there was no way to get, or where that disc or whatever he says he saw was, I guess there supposedly was no way to get to it with the, you know, with the tanker or a truck, supposedly.
Okay, I don't see, you know, was, you know, either
because, you know, it's out in the middle of a field.
You know, when he's
I don't know if you've ever been out in the middle of a field, there's huge ruts, like huge ruts for the irrigation.
Well, yeah, but I've been out to the middle of plenty of fields, dude. I'm just saying you could drive a truck across most of them, dude. It's just a field. You know, but I don't know. It just sounds like, you know, you don't see it. You don't see it fly. You didn't see it land. It just was there. It was something that he didn't recognize. And then he leaves and then it's gone 2 days later. You know, he doesn't see it fly away. What makes him think it's a UFO if you never saw anything flying? What makes him think it's an alien when he never saw any alien or anything? You know, he just saw this mysterious truck or water tanker that appeared out there and then disappeared. You know, maybe it was dumping like illegal toxic chemicals.
You hear me?
Oh, there you go, Jax. We got you. Finally. What are your thoughts? Jax.
Hello?
Hey. Yeah, we can hear you, brother. Can you hear us? Jax, can you hear us? I don't think he can hear us. Yeah.
Hello, Jax.
Yeah. Hey,
Got a
Jax.
wicked delay.
Can you hear us? Yeah, he's got a huge
We could hear
You
him.
hear me?
I could hear him.
Oh man, yeah, he's got a huge delay.
He can hear us.
Delayed.
It's just a delay.
Dude, try
Yeah, there
leaving
you
the
go.
chat and coming back.
Yeah,
I'm refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look refreshed.
You know, leave the chat and then come back. Sounds a lot like the Johnny Red Star flap in Canada from the
I can hear you.
from the 1970s. You can hear us?
Delayed.
It's just, oh my god, that's like a 3-minute delay, dude. Try refreshing it, Jax.
He must be on another planet.
You're right. That's funny, dude.
You got that Mars 8-minute delay or whatever it is.
I had to flush out and come back too. I was all jammed up.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just like jump out and come right back in, man. You know.
But that talk about that Canadian story sparked my memory of that one I was confused with, where the crafts came and they actually pulled water from these retention ponds and such. So I'll do some research on that on the next couple of days, and I'll put a little something together and for the next whatever roundtable or open discussion on it.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that video on YouTube, the McPherson video or whatever?
The Kentucky family with when they're out.
Yeah.
They're like, it's a spaceship, Jim. Yeah, you know, yeah, like they're like getting abducted and stuff. Dude, that was.
And they shoot one of the aliens.
No, they believed it because they're like, oh yeah, these guys, if they were acting, then these guys deserve Oscars. No, they don't. They were terrible actors, and I knew from the acting alone that it was fake, dude. I mean, it was so. Oh my god. Have you guys out there in YouTube world? Have you guys seen the McPherson tapes? Have you guys seen it?
Where's it happening?
If not, we're gonna check it out right now, dude.
Run away. Run away.
Here we go, dude. This is great, man. It's just so freaking funny and so freaking fake.
Hey, Mark, you got a glowing alien head right next to you. You might want to check on that.
I see.
Hello?
Hello?
You got me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm going to share it on my screen. Let's see here. This is too funny. All right, hang on.
Where did the McPherson case? Where did it come from?
It came from like Kentucky or something.
That's what I was thinking. Is that the ones where they were shooting with shotguns, shooting them, and they were just jumping all over the place?
Yeah.
The cops came. The cops left. They came back on top of the roof.
Oh yeah, dude. Here, check this out. Hang on.
Is that the one? Okay, I've heard of it. If that's it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that was
no, you gotta see this. This is great. They carry the aliens back in the house because they were dying or so. It's so funny, dude. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hey, how about that Florida family that found the orb?
Oh yeah, that one was pretty cool, dude. All right, here, check us out, you guys. We're gonna put yourselves on mute real quick, all right?
Mute Mark.
A power outage and a flash of light caused the men to investigate an apparent plane crash on the other side of the hill.
Ha! Look at this.
Moments later, the UFO's occupants emerged. For 60 terrifying minutes, the panic-stricken family fights off the invading aliens. The home video ends abruptly as the aliens...
Is there any way you could increase the volume?
No, that's as high as it goes. I was trying to show you guys what it looks like.
Hey, what's your thoughts on Skinny Bob?
Fake. CGI.
I don't know, man.
This is the one I was talking about.
That video is old as anything.
I kind of believe in Skinny Bob, to be honest with you. There's a great video out there that shows why they believe it's real, but everyone has their opinion.
Oh no, man, it's totally CGI, dude. I mean, like, you know, it was proven CGI, dude.
Well, that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
it's
saying.
easy to tell that it's computer generated, man.
That Skinny Bob, though, I've seen a video where they prove that it's real, like the way the eyes are moving and everything like that. You can't get that with the CGI, not at the time that this was released. But hey, who knows, man? I ain't no professional, so
Yeah, I mean,
believe that's real.
This was just released just a couple. This was just released like 2 years ago or a year ago.
About
The
3-4
part
years ago. I remember watching that when I was in Iraq, man. I watched that in 2011.
Yeah, this is that was just that Skinny Bob one, dude. That's just a couple years old, man.
I like
You
the
know.
part where he's carrying the alien in the room, and the guy's like, "Well, you can tell it's a real alien because when they die, their eyes sink in."
Yeah, right. There's pictures of these girls with the helmets, the masks with them off, and them sitting on their lap. You know.
Yeah.
There's 3 little girls in these outfits.
It's ridiculous.
I think the one I was talking about was the one, it was like before I was born or somewhere around about that time. Like, but no, these people from Kentucky, they wasn't trying to look out for the aliens. They wasn't carrying them. They was trying to kill the son of a bitches. Excuse my French.
That's a lot. That's a story.
Oh, you're thinking about the ones that look like
attacked.
demons.
The ones that were flying.
They were weird
The ones
looking
that had
ones.
the big ears and stuff.
Yeah,
they had,
I
like,
thought that's what you were talking about to start with. Yeah.
No,
I think that was a Louisiana or Georgia family. I think it was a Georgia family, I believe.
No, it was
but I know the
Kentucky.
ones that look like demons, right? And they were on the
I know
rooftops and they were
exactly
shooting at them and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. They were on the rooftops. The cops came. They was gone by the time the cops got there.
Yeah,
but
and
by
they
the
came
time
back. Yeah.
and they left and they came back. I mean, they couldn't hit them. I mean, like with shotguns at point blank range, they could not hit them. Like they could hit them, but there was no effect.
And they look
really.
They look like little creatures with like long fingers and like demons almost.
Yeah.
The description, the artist rendition or whatever that I saw that went with the story, but yeah.
I thought that's what y'all were talking about at first, but no, this isn't that case.
Oh, here it is.
But this McPherson tape here is just incredibly crap.
I mean, this is from the what, the 80s or 90s or something. And yeah, and it is so unbelievably, it's such crap. Look at this, dude. You're just gonna go carry this alien with all kinds of alien bacteria?
This is right on par with that guy in Seattle there, that doctor that killed the alien and brought him back in the gold foil and filmed him.
Oh yeah, Dr. Richard Reed.
Yeah, the doctor that's not a doctor.
Oh, not Richard Reed. Dr. Reed. Yeah, Richard Reed. That's fantastic.
I like how this
something Reed.
I like how this guy is calmly recording all this.
Oh yeah, I know. They're like, turn the damn camera off. We're getting attacked by alien. He's like, I'm afraid of no Mexican.
Hey Kyle, just to let you know, if you got to pick your girl up at 9:30, you got about 20 minutes.
Thanks for the heads up, buddy.
Alien bastard.
Yeah, you got there, alien bastards. Damn, alien bastards. Oh,
alien bastards.
25 years now.
There's the expert witness. The expert analysis.
There's the witness.
Now listen, he knows it all.
These people deserve Oscars.
Yeah, this guy looks legit. Fucking legit as fuck.
frack. Like an indica stoner.
Huh? It would have been terrible. This guy's a moron. Because it didn't
He's
happen.
got a suit and tie on. He has to be telling the truth.
No, he's telling us he's absolutely important, you guys. You see the alien behind him? That's how you know. Yeah, that's how you know he knows what he's talking about, because he reads stuff with aliens in it, or at least looks at pictures.
Looks like a four-fingered hand there, about ready to slap him in the back of the head.
Yeah, super CGI for Skinny Bob, dude. super CGI.
That looked like the J-Rod there for a second. The J-Rod pitch or whatever.
What?
You know, I can get an alien that looks just like that at Spencer Gifts.
He said something
Right,
about he wanted to
exactly.
see your rod or something.
Something about seeing my rod.
Yeah.
One stand up
J-Rod.
J-Rod.
All right, so there was the McPherson tape. Oh my God, we are all now stupider for having watched that dumb video, dude.
What?
What is wrong with people? Who honestly, I want to know who honestly thought that that was a real tape, that really happened, that really went down. Really? You assholes.
Hey, no swearing. Kick you out of here.
Assholes is not a swear word. I think you can say that on TV, right?
They're like opinions.
What, do we all get killed?
Did everyone just drop out? Even I think I got killed too, dude.
Wow.
Anyway,
Welcome back, everybody.
yeah, welcome back to UFO Proof. We are sitting here with our boy Ben, and we're telling stories of kick-ass UFOs and UFO sightings and McPherson family abduction tape, which is so I mean, and apparently this family has never been found, even though they were found.
This might be real. That's why they kicked us off.
No, it might be real. No, it's 100% not real. There's not even a 0.5% chance that it's real.
There's only a couple of things real in that video: the cassette that it was taped on, and the masks they used.
Correct. That's the only thing real about that video. In fact, there's pictures of the girls with the heads off sitting on their lap. The family admitted it was fake, man.
I'm just fucking joking.
No. You believe it. let's just throw it out there. Gyro 420 believes McPherson tapes are in fact real. Nah, I'm just messing with them.
I believe the Earth is flat.
And the Earth is flat, people.
You could email him at gyro420@gmail.com. Be sure to put the subject in the title. The title in the subject.
Flat Earth.
Magnetic anomaly.
All right. So let's go back to the comments here on YouTube real quick. And
you might want to start closing up shop anyway, bro. You're gonna have to get going.
I'm gonna have to go and pick up. That's okay. I'm gonna go pick her up too. I'm gonna go show up in my costume. Scare the hell out of them. That'll be funny. All right. So yeah. Well. Where's my? There we are. Okay. So tell us Ben's sightings. Ben, what they want to know your sighting, dude?
Not today.
Ben's afraid to tell his sightings. He don't like telling them, and I'm still trying to pry it out of him, But you know what? There was sighting that you did tell me today. So why don't you go ahead and tell that sighting? It's really cool.
Come on, crowbar, man. Get the crowbar out. Yeah.
All right, he's telling the story. So everyone, put yourselves on mute, please.
All right, Western Oregon, drinking, 22 years old. Look up, see three lights that definitely weren't satellites. They started across the sky. They came together into a triangle. They hit across the sky, and they just split.
That is so cool, man.
That was it.
And he actually had a witness there with him.
Several.
several witnesses. His wife, being one of them, told me the same story earlier today. So it's like they definitely saw that. And it's interesting because I had a sighting almost similar to that, where there were 3 lights in the sky that were separate. They came together in a triangle and they spun around and then they separated again, you know, but they didn't fly together in a triangle. But man, it was,
now these came
dude,
into
it was cool.
formation, started across the sky, then split off in different directions.
Wow,
like
dude.
in a blink of an eye.
That's so cool, man. You know, and it's so funny because, you know, not only have I had that experience and seen that, you know, but you've seen it. And I've actually read several other cases of people describing that exact same sighting, where 3 balls of light come in, form a triangle, spin or move around for a little bit, and then separate and go their own separate ways. Like they just come in, say, what's up, what's up, what's up? Okay, got to go, bye, you know, and take off. So there you go, Sean. That's Ben's sighting. He's got some other stuff, but you don't want to tell it yet, but I'm not pushing him to, you know. I want to know the scary one. There are no scary ones. Is it, yes, you better believe it, Castor Troy. Is that from Face Off? Castor Troy?
I don't know.
Is that from Face Off? Castor Troy? Is that a Maverick 88? Yes, it is.
Let's Face Off.
Boom. Dude, you guys got to shoot it with a pistol grip, man. It's crazy as hell, dude. It's so much fun. You're like, oh, got him. Gangster as crap, dude. It hurt my wrist, dude. Like when I first shot it, I was like, oh, crap, dude. I wasn't expecting that, dude. It hurt my wrist. I was like, oh, God. Yeah, Face Off, dude. See? Yeah, Face Off. Aha. I knows it.
Is it the 835 Ultimag?
Is it a what?
835 Ultimag.
No, it's a Maverick 88. You just said
It's
it.
a Maverick 88. We just said that.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
Mossberg, baby.
Does it take the 3.5-inch magnums?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
The bullets.
Hey, put a crick in my neck. Hey, I had an 835 Ultimag. Put a crick in my neck for 7 days shooting that son of a.
Oh
Yeah,
my God. Right, dude? Dude, we shot this with the, I shot this like this. It like literally hurt my wrist. I was like, after the first shot, but it, like, you know, after that, it was good to go, dude. You're like, oh, dude, I could just load these off all day long, man.
You can't lean into it. You gotta let it, you just gotta let it rock back.
You just gotta kind of let it rock with it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's do it, dude. Okay, so, well, anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you for joining us for our Halloween special, and everyone who came on here and tell their stories and stuff. Awesome. And don't forget to go subscribe and hit the notifications bell. Even if you're subscribed, you got to go and hit that notifications bell to make sure you get the notifications, because YouTube is screwing with me bad. I appreciate everyone refraining from cussing for right now. And thank you guys very much for that. I know it's very difficult.
And God bless W.
Gang bang, the like and share.
The Teespring shirts, hoodies, we got it all. UFO proof socks. I know Mark's got the new UFO proof cozy, or koozie. So I got it all out there. Go pick it up. UFO proof going. You can help support us on Patreon or my PayPal. All the links are in the description below. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 11 in the morning. All right, you guys. UFO proof out.
Later, guys.
All right, later, you guys. The guys are thinking, all right, that they tested clean for drugs, and they said, okay, maybe they're drunk. They tested clean for alcohol. In fact, the other guy had been sober for 30 years at that point, or something, or 20. He was totally against alcohol, and they left the room, told them the story, and the cops were like, this is insane. These guys are out of their mind. They're lying, and they leave the room, and as soon as the cops leave, the guys start talking, and they think everyone's gone. And you think that's when they're going to start talking about how, oh, we're going to get busted, this is a hoax or whatever the fuck. When they keep going, they're like, I can't believe what that was. They're like, it wasn't from Earth, you know? They're like, what? And they're talking to each other. And that's what was so scary, is that these guys were, you know, just, there was no one around, you know? And they're still, why would they be perpetrating something they know to be a lie and sit there and talk as if it was real? And I mean, they were scared out of their minds. Believe us, you know. They're like, I think this is a bad idea. Come in and tell them. They're like, no one's gonna help us. They're like, who do we call? They're like, what were these things? they just came and picked us up. They're like, what, where were they? You know, like they're going off about how they're not from, they can't be from Earth, man. What were? And he's like, I don't know. I think they were devils, you know. Even, you know, think of like alien. They're just like, I think they were devils, you know. I mean, like, that's how scary it was for these guys. And it's one of the cases that I really find to be credible. Not much evidence to go on other than witness testimony, but these guys were very adamant about their experience. And in fact, they did pass lie detectors several different times by several different prominent people, you know. So, I mean, I just think that's just one of the scariest stories I've heard for ufology, for, you know, like a UFO coming and taking someone away with these gray elephant skinned monsters with hook arms, and they seemed like they had their ears pointed out and like a little spike.
God damn, I wish I brought my
Happy Halloween, bitches. That's right, dude. You're never gonna take us alive, you fucking coppers. What's going on, you guys? UFO Proof here. We're here with my boy Ben, and it is Halloween, so we expect you guys to be dressed up in your most kick-ass fucking costume, dude. All right? Now, I will go and put the link in the comment section below on YouTube if you want to come and join us. Hopefully, you look as awesome as we do. Or as at least me. All right. So let me throw up the link here in the comment section on YouTube. And let's see here. It's kind of a pain with these fucking gloves on, dude. What up, Sergeant Shill? Jason, how you guys doing? Sean, how you doing, brother? Booyah. There is the link. Please come, feel free to come and join us. And again, like I said, it is Halloween, so you guys get to pick the topic today of whatever we're discussing. Any scary UFO stories, scary ghost encounters, I don't give a shit. You guys are free to tell. So I guess we will we'll start it off. Let's tell a scary UFO incident, all right? And I'll talk about, it's a case that happened in the 1970s, and it's the Pensacola UFO abduction. And I always thought that this one was super scary. Let me pop out the chats real quick. That's so cool. All right, now I got the chats popped out. Wide open, just like stuck, like totally scared out of his mind. All right. And these beings come down and they look like they have like elephants, like this gray, thick, like elephant skin. It's kind of like wrinkly. And they don't have hands. They have like giant like lobster claws. All right. And they came down and they hooked the gentleman's arms, and they float up and they float them into the craft. And while they're in the craft, yeah, they're scared out of their mind now, right? Now, while they're in the craft, this crystal, like this thing comes out of the wall, and it comes over them, and it starts like scanning in front of them, and it goes down, scans all the way down, then goes between the guy's legs, and then comes around from his back, and then up over his head, and back in front of his face again, and then disappears back into the wall. And then the beings pick them back up and take them and float them back outside and sit them down, like sit them back where they were. And he looks back over at the kid as they're setting him down, and the kid's still stuck there with his mouth open, like basically in the same position. And then the beings they float back into the craft, the doors close, and the football starts to float away until it gets around the bend of the lake, and then it takes off. And as soon as it goes away, he was like, what the hell was that? And he looks over at his friend, the 17-year-old kid, and the kid starts screaming, this blood-curdling scream that scared him more than the encounter. The kid screamed so bad that it scared the shit out of him, you know? And he wouldn't stop screaming until the ambulance came. So he went and he calls the police, calls the ambulance. They come and they pick him up, and the kid just won't stop screaming. He's screaming like he's like about to be killed, you know. And then they take him to the hospital, and they finally get him to calm down and stop screaming. Or they take him to the police station, and you know, because nothing physically actually happened to him. And so they go to the police station and they tell him what happened. So I can see that. Who we got on that Sergeant Show? What up, buddy?
Are you sure it's really me?
All right. So, what up, Jack the stripper? How you doing, buddy? What up, James? What's going on, man? Happy Halloween.
Hey, Gyro 420.
What's going on, Gyro? Doing good?
I talk in the chat, but I can only monitor it. I can't type on that other phone.
Oh, that's okay, man. No worries, brother. All right, so feel free to come and join in, you guys. So I'm going to tell a UFO encounter that I always thought was pretty freaky. So there's two gentlemen. They were going on a fishing trip. One was about 17. The other guy was about 40. All right. And they went down to the dock, and as they're fishing, they see this ball of light. Well, it's actually not just a ball; it's a football of light. All right, it's like the exact shape of a football, and at the end, it has two blue dots like glowing on it, and the glowing football of light comes right up to him. And these doors kind of open these like grocery store doors, you know, kind of like slide open, made of light, you know. What up, Jack? Awesome costume, brother.
It's me, Rich McSellout.
Rich McSellout. That's one of my characters.
What's up, yo?
So anyway, so the two guys are sitting there, and this football of light, this UFO comes flying up to them, and it has the doors open up, and these beings come out of it, and they're completely frozen. Two guys are like frozen, like, oh my god, you know. And the older guy, he looks over at the younger guy, the teenager, and the dude's sitting there with his mouth and that their nose pointed out in a big spike, and they had no mouth or no eyes, you know. I mean, like, it's fucking, oh, no cussing. That's scary, dude. You know? All right, so to tell one now. None of you guys have one. That's fine. Let's go to the comment section on YouTube and see what they say. You know, it's weird, dude. These glasses, like, fog up for some reason.
Yeah, that's why I'm not wearing mine.
You know?
Otherwise, I would have mine on. They fog up.
Yeah.
But when I was deployed, I had Oakley half jackets, and they won't fog up.
You know, like these ones like suction to your face somehow and like start to actually fog up. Like, it's weird, dude. It's
yeah,
like,
if you cut a little slit underneath your nose, that'll go away.
let the air go. Yeah. But it's like, even if I'm breathing like this, they fog up.
Yeah, we used to cut a slit, or you'd wear like Oakley half jackets, and if you wore Oakley half jackets, you didn't run into that problem.
It's weird because these ones, like, they do it either which way, whether you it's weird trying to go backwards.
And if you breathe through your mouth, it'll be a bit easier too, because you push the air directly out versus like through the ambient push by your nose. Typically, that will raise up and fog. These are just little tricks. You blow down when you blow out.
It's like it's weird because it's not actually coming from my nose or my mouth. It's like the heat in my in the glasses themselves or something. Because even if I have no mask on, if I'm like this, it still they'll fog up. Yeah, they're freaking weird, dude.
It's better if you have Berlin.
Yeah, anything that disperses. It's sort of like a NOx filter.
I'll have to take you all out.
Hey, to that story, you were saying these creatures, if I understood correctly, they just had long, pointy noses, no eyes, and no ears or mouth.
No, they had like these protrusions that look like